What's up, guys? Brent here. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I thought about a new idea for the channel. I'm going to take I'm on Snapchat, which, by the way, Baseball Brent is my Snapchat name if you'd like to follow me. And I'm thinking of just combining my snaps of, when I go around, when I go on vacation, I do cool things in videos. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow. I'll be there just for a couple days. Super stoked about it. I'm going to go hiking with my dog. I'm going with my dog, so we're going hiking, Kennesaw Mountain. And we're also going to meet up. I'm going to meet up with my ex. Well, she will too, because we're all going hiking. My ex is going hiking. So that'll be a fun time. Check out Atlanta. I'm doing an Airbnb. I've never done that before. So I got a killer deal, way cheaper than a hotel. Plus, it's a townhouse with a dog park and a gym. So that's just going to be ideal. Yeah, I really wanted to make this video though, and I wanted to just talk about identity, self-identity, and a little bit about transition and self-identity. There's a lot going on Facebook, and I'll probably make a whole separate video about this, but there's a post that people are copying that's pretty much saying, if you identify as a lesbian but you date trans men, then you're either A, not a lesbian, or you're disrespectful to the trans guy, you don't see him as a man. It's a whole long post, but that's basically what it's saying. And I wanted to kind of discuss how people in general have a hard time fully understanding a situation they've never experienced. The harder it is to imagine, I think, the harder it is to really understand it. When you transition, it is very selfish. When I transitioned, I'll just talk about myself. When I transitioned, it's for me. This is what I had to do for me. It's a very selfish time in a person's life because you're physically changing, you're mentally changing, your life is changing. Things are going to be different, period. And it is something that people do, I would assume, because they feel that that's what they have to do to be happiest in their life. Most people do not transition unless they feel that they identify as the opposite gender and need to live their life that way. Now, some people do detransition. That's a whole nother story. But, for me, I transitioned because that's what I felt. That's what I needed to do for me. I am a man, and I needed to physically be a man. But it changes everything. And just because I chose to transition at 27 years old doesn't mean that my family and my close friends and people in my life are going to transition with me. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy for them to respect my pronouns. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy for them to, see me as a guy. Now, yes, I feel they need to respect me. That's important. It's important to have boundaries in life. That is my boundary. I feel it's important for them to respect me. And people who don't respect me and people who didn't respect me didn't find a place in my life. I was blunt about it. I was clear about it. So you have that choice. You don't need to keep people in your life that disrespect you. But people are going to slip up. Everyone's a human. And I think it's just really important to think about that first off, this may seem sudden to some people as well. So it's just a process that people have to deal with, and you can't expect other people in your life to just get it and to just easily be on board, because it's just not how humans are, really. And it's hard for people to understand this sometimes. So I'm going to make a whole video on lesbians dating trans men, and I'll give you the opportunity to drop any questions you might have or things you want me to talk about or touch up about on it. But I just wanted to address this because I think it's important to have patience with the people in our lives. Of course, you set your own boundaries and you decide what you're going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate. But just keep in mind that people are human, and they're going to slip up, and it is a process for them. This is a big change for them too. It does affect their lives, and especially if we're in a relationship with them, and it's just really important to think about that and consider that. So those are my thoughts. I am going to finish cleaning up my apartment a little bit because I want to come home to a clean apartment. That's always nice. And get ready to go to bed and wake up at 5 a.m. and head to Atlanta. So super stoked. Look out for a video on that. I am going to unplug. Other than Snapchat, I'll be on the Snapchat recording stuff and saving stuff, making a video. But it's going to be a really fun time. Some hiking, rooftop bar for dinner if it doesn't rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and Thursday, although I'm leaving Thursday morning, but not supposed to rain Wednesday. That's my day to go hiking. But Marietta Square, my buddy told me to check out, so I'm going to check that out if it's not raining tomorrow. I'm going to work out. Going to try to find some parks and nature preserves and just places I can explore with the dog, enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the ATL, check out the city a little bit. Speaking of which, FitCon, if you go to FitCon in Atlanta in October 2019, I plan to be there right before I leave the state of Florida, but I'll be done with school. I should be able to make that happen. That's my plan. I don't know if I'm going to compete or not. I'm kind of undecided. But yeah, that's my plan. We'll see how that goes. So make sure you hook up with me if you go to that, and I'll see you guys. Again, drop questions. Anything you want me to cover, I'll be making several videos in the near future, but definitely one on my feelings on self-identified lesbians that date trans men. Any questions on that? Any topics you want me to cover? Things you want me to talk about, rather, regarding that topic? Drop it. Give the video a thumbs up if you like the video. I can always expect a few thumbs down because that's how it is. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. But do a thumbs up. Do a thumbs up. Even if you want to do a thumbs down, be a rebel and click that thumbs up.